since he's level 11, he's gonna be quite the beast with that toss doing insane amounts of damage. There's also an observer ward here. It serves a similar purpose to the observer ward here. It just notifies the sentinel of incoming teleports and things like that. Meanwhile, it looks like Kuroki just using his ult to get some HP back. Lion gets taken down. Ooh, and Zeus does take out Merlini. So Merlini's godlike, and then he loses it right away. It looks like Slark's gonna go down. Kuroki, that was a rather poor play by Kuroki. I think he shouldn't have died there. But actually, Kuroki doesn't have too much farm. It's almost 15 minutes in, and he only has 31 creep kills, so that's only about 2 creep kills per minute. He's got Treads, Vitality Booster, Poor Man Shield. Meanwhile, there's some action happening while I'm looking at the stat screen. It looks like Fear actually ended up getting the kill, not Nevermore. You really don't want Fear getting the kills, but I guess he kind of had to do that just to save Nevermore, so it is worth it. Meanwhile, we see Puppy taking down the tower, and let's see if the tower is going to be taken down. Okay, you see what Puppy's doing here. Okay, what Puppy was trying to do, I think, is make sure the tower didn't get damaged enough so that it was deniable. But it looks like he's going to take down the tower here. Oh, no, dude, hit the tower! And Puffy does not get the tower, instead the catapult does. Kind of not a heads-up play in my opinion, unless Puppy saw Lion there and he didn't want to, he didn't want to make Lion get scared and run back. Merlini did end up getting the kill. Maybe if Puppy postured to get the tower, he would have ended up scaring Lion away. Meanwhile, Kuroki continues to feed, and Kuroki's not playing Slark the same way he played Slark last time. About a month ago when I saw him last time, he played a phenomenal Slark, and he's not playing that same Slark now. It looks like Tiny is going to get on. Morphling should replicate to that. He doesn't have mana to wait for him, so okay, he's going to be fine. Meanwhile, it looks like Nevermore's going to go back. We'll see if they can get Morphling. No, they cannot. Oh, a very nice blink by Nevermore to dodge Sand King's Bro Strike, but it looks like Merlini and Ogre are going to go down, unfortunately. Missed Impale. But Nevermore should be fine. Meanwhile, we have Kuroki going bottom, and Kuroki just he's got to farm like a beast now. He just hasn't gotten the XP, not really the XP, he just hasn't gotten the farm with Morphling in his lane. He really needs to just take this opportunity to farm as much as he can. Meanwhile, it looks like there are a bunch of Scourge heroes at mid. Puppy has the little Meepo dude that increases move speed. We'll see if he tries to do anything funny with him. Anything? I don't think they can really do anything. They need one more hero. So, 2 people are TPing in. It looks like Merlini and Fear are TPing in. An early fissure from Earthshaker. And looks like no. Demon was about to ult. Lion has to use his voodoo on him just to make sure that he doesn't get owned. And then a very nice toss by Merlini, and Demon finishes off with a raise. And Sand King's ult does go off, but right as soon as it goes off, there's a multicast from Ogre, and Demon does end up finishing off Sand King. Look at Merlini just cause havoc. Zeus just came in and he just destroyed him instantly, which is pretty funny. Meanwhile, we got just a bunch of people on cleanup duty. We have Morphling, we had Merlini just finishing people off. We had Demon, who's playing Nevermore, just got a lot of kills. Meanwhile, we have Kuroki trying to take down the tower, and now it's going to get denied. Is he going to go down? We'll see. Meanwhile, Merlini does come back to take down the tower. However, he dies. Kuroki gets a kill, Morphling gets a kill, and now Kuroki's dead. I'm not sure if that was worth it for Merlini to, blink in and take down the tower, and then end up dying. especially to feed Morphling. So Morphling got 2 kills out of that. And I think Kuroki should have just ran. I don't know why he was standing there. Kuroki's playing a really poor game. This is not how Kuroki usually plays. Um, um, Meanwhile, Morphling has a Ring of Health, so he probably just used that to stay at mid. He didn't want to back out. Probably not going to make that into anything other than... He's just going to keep that as a Ring of Health. Meanwhile, he got a Yasha, so I'm looking forward to seeing a Manta real soon. We have Sand King who's going to pick up an Illusion Rune. And it looks like Puppy is just continuing to neutral. Puppy has 30 neutral kills and 36 normal creep kills, which is very good for a hero that's been neutraling. Meanwhile, Merlini has 64 creep kills, Kuroki only 44, Demon with 85, which is really good. And the only hero with really any farm to write home about is Warlog. He has 96. It's 20 minutes in, so 96, almost 5 creep kills per minute, which is not bad. It looks like there are a bunch of heroes converging at mid. And Ogre's Bloodlust is very underrated, and meanwhile it looks like they are going for Sand King. We'll see if they can get him. It looks like he's TPing out. Oh, just gets out in the nick of time. I think if Merlini used Avalanche literally a second later, they would have gotten him. But very well done by the Sand King to get away. Meanwhile, there's a observer ward placed by Lion here. It gives vision of the rune as well as any incoming ganks from this position, so they know when to back out. If a hero is going to be hiding in the woods and he comes up this ramp, they can spot him. So you know, they can assume that he's there. A very good common ward spot. Another thing I'd like to note is that I don't see any heroes with dust on them. I'm very surprised to see heroes without dust. You know, for Slark, usually you'll see the other team have two sets of dust, and you see that Slark's passive ability does activate when he has an invisibility rune. So that's another really big thing. So you know, if he's running away and he picks up an invisibility rune, he's going to get his passive ability, even if you're in his vicinity. Meanwhile, it looks like he does break his invis to go after Lion. Looks like Demon gets the kill. Kuroki does get taken down. Oh, they put a sentry ward down, so they do see Fear puts a very nice sentry. So no dust, but a sentry. We'll see if they can get any more hero kills here. Merlini is a very, you know, intense player is what I want to say. He doesn't afraid of anything. He doesn't afraid of anything. And meanwhile, it looks like they get Morphling. Zeus takes out Puppy. We'll see if they can get Zeus. Oh, and Merlini doesn't use Avalanche, and he gets taken down. It must have been on cooldown. If it wasn't on cooldown, he could have definitely taken out Zeus without dying there. So you know, that was definitely taken by the Sentinel. I was gonna say pretty even trade, but that was not even at all. That was totally dominated by the Sentinel, especially considering that Demon is still alive. He got all the XP in that fight. He got a couple kills, and best of all, he didn't die. Meanwhile, it looks like Lion's putting a very good observer ward put by Lion. Telling them of incoming ganks and things like that, and you see all the observer wards that have been placed by Lion have been defensive so far. It's because the Scourge have been on the back foot from the beginning of the game. They do not have a single tower taken down, and for the most part, even the first towers have hardly been damaged. Whereas the Sentinel have 3 towers taken down already. So very well done by the Sentinel. It looks like Ogre does have an invisibility rune, but Ogre alone cannot do much. We have someone TPing in. Ogre does very well to stun, does ignite, and they're going to take out Lion. Very well done. Fear does get the kill, but you know, there's nothing that he can do. Once again, I'd like to say dust is usually the way to go, not sentries. And I'm surprised that the Scourge, the thing about using dust on Slark is when he uses Dark Pact, he can actually debuff the dust, because dust places a buff. So if he uses Dark Pact, he can actually make himself go invisible again with his ult. So usually you'll see 2 heroes carrying dust, so they can use it simultaneously after Slark uses Dark Pact. But you know, we don't even see sentries on them. So